All right, YouTube, I'm going to quickly go over some of the basic items you need to have in your car at all times, okay? I did not include the jack and the lug wrench. You got to, of course, that is the number one thing you got to have in your car. So this is everything after you have those two items. First, you got to have some gloves. This is going to protect your hands from getting any damage from, let's say, sharp metal edges, rusty fenders, or when you're loosening a tire and the lug nut breaks loose and you scrape your hands against the concrete. This will protect your hands, okay? Also, this will keep your hands clean if you're working on a vehicle. If you're working on something small, this also will keep your hands clean. A pair of rubber gloves. You want to have a toe strap at all time, okay? Example, you hit some black ice, or you hydroplane, you come off the road, you're in a slight ditch and your wheels are spinning. A passerby can stop by and recover you, but you got to help them. You got to help them help you. You attach this to their tow bar in the back of their vehicle, and hook this up to the tow hook that's located in the front of your vehicle or in the rear of your vehicle, and they can recover you. This will save you both time and money. Time from a tow truck fees, money from a tow truck fees, and time for waiting on a tow truck. Depending on the weather or the amount of vehicles that tow company is recovering, you can be waiting up to 6 hours to be pulled out of, to be recovered. Next thing you want, some tools, okay? This is a little tool kit I bought. It's 10 bucks, all right? It has sockets, and it also has different screwdriver capabilities. It has flatheads, torque bits, and stars. I've also added a socket to change my oils. This is for my oil plug. Small little set of wrenches can go a long way. You want some channel lock pliers, okay? This is a 2-in-1, acts as pliers, and it's a channel lock, all right? This can grab onto those pressure release hose clamps that you get when you from the OEM hoses from your car, like the radiator hoses. This can actually lock on, put some pressure on the clamp, and pull them off. As well as these needle nose pliers can do the same thing. Also, this can remove fuses and get to places that your hands can't. These are a must. This tool set here that I have, this is what you want to have as a basic baseline. You also want to have a little small tire inflator, okay? Let's say you did a tire repair, you plugged a hole, and you lost all your air. This here can get your air filled back up. You want to run this 10 minutes at a time. You'll run it, for 10 minutes, turn it off for 10 minutes. Run it for 10 minutes, turn it off for 10 minutes, okay? And the reason why you want to do that is because these little compressors, they'll burn out, and then you'll be really stranded with no air. And that leads me on to my next thing. You got to have a way to repair your tire, okay? Plug your tires, okay? Let's say you're pumping gas, you see a nail sticking out of a tire. You pull it out with this or your channel locks. Then you straighten the hole. After you pull the nail out, you put this in the hole and you straighten it on the inside. And then you put your plug in with this tool, all right? And your blade is to cut the excess material of the plug that's sticking outside of the tire off. You always gotta have a tire pressure gauge. That is a must. Bandana. This can you can wipe oil off the dipstick with this, or let's say you got to release some pressure off a radiator cap. When you release the pressure off a radiator, you just loosen the cap, and the steam that comes out, this will stop the steam from hitting your hands. You always want some kind of lighting. I would recommend just having the headlamp. If you want to add a regular flashlight there, you can do that too. Tape is important. You want to have electrical tape and some Gorilla Tape, and I'm going to tell you why. There was a time where I hit some black ice and came off the road, and I smacked the mile marker and I cracked my bumper right here. this was hanging on the floor, so I put it up and then I secured it with black Gorilla Tape, 2-inch Gorilla Tape. That is still working to this day. It's been on for over a year, and I'm not gonna fix it. You also want to have some kind of first aid kit. Go to Walmart, the pharmacy aisle. They have different kinds. This one's kind of small. Get yourself a real first aid kit, all right? You need GPS at all times. An assortment of fuses. In case one pops, you can just replace it right there on the road. And then you gotta have some kind of way to charge your phone in case you lose all power in your car. Let's say you smacked a tree and you knock something out where you have no power in your car, okay? And your phone is almost dead. This will charge your phone so you can call for help. You always want to have jumper cables. The newer cars these days don't really die. Batteries don't really die, but some of the older cars still do, okay? You leave the lights on and you have some dead batteries. You're gonna want to, when you purchase these, find some with some thick gauge. Buy quality jumper cables. These are kind of chintzy, all right? Because sometimes this doesn't pull enough power to get your car started or the other person's car started. Right here I got a rain jacket in case you got to work on the car and it's raining outside. You won't be soaking wet. The alternative to this is to, if you don't want to pay for a rain jacket, go to Walmart, the camping section. They sell ponchos, little disposable ponchos for 97 cents, and they pack real small. Those are really good as well too. The one thing I didn't add to this kit, which I'm going to, is you gotta have either a reflector vest or a reflector belt that you can put across your chest so that people can see you working on the side of the road at nighttime. Also, you gotta have a warning triangle or some flares, okay? So these are the basic things that you need to have at all times in your car. I haven't gone into winter stuff for the winter. I'll probably do another video on that later. But if you guys got any questions on some of the items that I've covered here today, just give me just send me a message and I'll answer it. Also, if you want to add some items that I've missed, put it down, because we all can learn from each other. All right, YouTube, take care.